If you're an anime fan, I believe you have heard of the term called visual novel. I think I don't need to explain what a visual novel is at this point, but I must say this. It is one of the most interesting video game genres that exists. Well, that if you consider those entertainment getaways video games. Getting a bad ending, trying to win the root of a certain character, or achieving the true ending at the first try are engaging experiences in my opinion. There is some level of attraction from them. But always with something popular trending in Japan, there has to be an anime adaptation. It is very common to hear the phrase based on a visual novel of insert company name here, and that's why things like Clannad, Fate Stay Night, Higurashi no Nakukoro ni, Steins Gate are just some examples of popular anime based on visual novels. Although with me, I prefer talking to you about the dark side of the anime industry. Today's episode, I will check out some of the worst anime adaptations that have come out of this source material, and that many people say they are not worth the time. So let's check them out. The first one being Canary. To sum up Canary in a few words, it is like if Beck and Keon combined themselves and took the best parts out of them and crumbled them into a 26-minute OVA. But the funny part is that Canary is older than those two. Canary is based on a visual novel which got an OVA release in 2002. It's an eroge that is available for PC, PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast. But focusing on the anime itself, the animation is competent but not that great. First, we got introduced to this jump scare of a guy breaking the fourth wall and then getting out in one of the worst transitions to get him out of the frame in the middle of the rain. Then, the only thing that you get about the story is a vague explanation that the leader of the school band leaves the band but their members agreed to make an outrageous and crazy plan to bring him back because their concert is cancelled since they are incomplete. I don't see why not having a band member causes a whole rookie concert to be cancelled unless it was something horrendous that happened to him. But continuing with the story, later the other band members think about many traps and other crazy ideas because some members did a bet with the person that is in charge of the public events in their town that if their ex-member could come back they will be able to perform. After all of this, everything else is just wacky things going on. But it's not that type of wackiness that excites you. It is the type of wackiness that lets you with a, what did just happen? And it's that simple. One of their best and only good points is the music. It's okay to listen and it is really catchy. It has some pop rock tunes that are quite good, but then everything else is just a big meh. The art is very standard for the time it was made, but it is not that impressive at all. It is the typical transition of animation that you could see from anime of that era like Onegai Teacher. The good thing about the animation is that when they set traps, they use a 3D model program to simulate the city and it's freaking amazing how well that look. I know it is not the best thing to praise on, but compared to other 3D models I have watched, it seems that the budget was spent on that. It may look outdated, but it doesn't look hideous like many other shows I have reviewed. That's all I can say about Canary. It is bland, boring, and very dry. Just the music it is okay, but everything is forgettable. Not the best anime, but not the worst, cause I have seen worse anime than this. It deserves a low score? Yes. To be that low to be one of the worst anime databases say? I think not. So what is the next one? Not these assholes again! This is the third time I am reviewing an anime from the incredible minds of the early 2000s anime productions that were part of Idea Factory. Does anyone living in Japan have a clear understanding of what amazing idea was Idea Factory having back in those times when they decided to release this piles of shit that they call animations? I really want to know why they were making so many of these trash productions. It gets to a point that it's not even funny anymore. Bala Noir, Generation of Chaos, Mars of Destruction, Skelter Heaven, well, you have another one to your list. This is Steady Cross Study, a 2004 OVA adaptation of the same name that was released only for the PlayStation 2. I really wish that the company could have gone broke for doing these works, but for some reason they are still alive. With Idea Factory, you must consider two spectrums of mixed crap that they make. Incomprehensive storylines that gets to a point that I want to buy a PlayStation 2 from Japan and those games to see if there are any relations to the original source material, and then the most imaginative ways of making the most pathetic animation that exists in the whole galaxy. Let's say the obvious from the get-go for these idiots, and it is the animation. I believe I found the prototype for Hanoka the animation, but even Hanoka has more heart and effort than this.
魔人なのか
Forget it, I take that back, both are ass. But steady cross-study animation, I can put it on a pedestal if I want to learn how to suck in animation. The backgrounds are the most nauseating pictures I have seen with my eyes in my whole life. They look like a mix of the worst paint, the worst Flash, and the worst Photoshop thrown together into a blender, and that's the result they thought it was good. Also, the animation in this show is so low budget that there's no effort at all animating the mouth movements of the characters. Here you can see these guys that are practicing for some course and their lips are not moving. What are they doing is just put the next photo frame next to each other. How the hell is someone as Sato Yoshiteru the president of Idea Factory? Because who delivers a product this messed up and sell it like this? Does Japan even have quality control that something like this could be on a shelf and be sold? Want another one? Look at this vehicle parking. Anything else, Idea Factory? Okay, one more. The way the camera is used is so weird. The camera never stops moving for some reason. And when it is supposed that the characters are just there sitting and not moving at all, then they start to move like they don't want to lose the focus of the camera when they are filming them. But at the same time, they should not be moving, but they are. This OVA is so confusing that it's giving me a headache. You want to know what is it about? Well, if anyone wants to translate it, go ahead, but I feel that it is totally worthless to do it because this anime is totally a waste of time, and I mean that literally. Steady Cross Study is a 24-minute long OVA, but only like 5 minutes are dialogue, then everything else are just shots for the sake of it. The only thing I could grasp from this animation is that a student council is with the school clubs, giving information how much budget each club will have, but it seems that the singing club can obtain money for some reason. Then it becomes a stupid melodrama about this couple, then they reconciliate and they sing together while they make paper planes and that's it. You could say this is lazy, but this is the whole new level of sluggishness and stupid writing. One more thing. Whoever was in charge of the voice direction should have hired a better actor for a male school student because this guy sounds way too feminine.
大丈夫もう絶対大丈夫だから
Although this is not the end here. There's one more OVA based on a visual novel that I will show. To finish this video, here it is, Prism Magical, Prism Generations. You may be asking why there's no video playing. Well, I don't want my channel to be deleted and you are asking why. See, the thing that happened is that I cannot show you much because Prism Magical is an OVA that is 16 minutes long, but almost 90% of it is girls walking around naked. I am going to repeat this, girls walking around naked.
この国でも三助なる者が背中を流すと聞き及ぶ今から背中を流すことを命じるぞなんで僕がそんなこといやかならばお仕置きその1かその2に変更するかその1って
Are you shitting me with this excuse of animation?
その2は
You want to know why I'm fucking angry at this one? First, because every single anime database has typed the same idiotic premise that doesn't exist. A treasure? What fucking treasure? Where is this school that you're talking about? Well, I should be more angry at the anime sites for the name of the Lord. Can their mods please check what the hell is a show really about instead of teasing me with these fake premises? But even if they had typed what really is about, the stronger sense of cringe that I wanted to make but my muscles on my face reached a limit of how angry they could get. This is what really is about. This show is about 3 underage girls that are on a hot spring taking a bath naked. No censorship at all. Full nudity. And a boy is peeping on them. So they catch him and later they get into a many stupid sexual situations that should be funny but are the most repulsive scenes I have ever seen. Later they see some grown men as magical girls fighting and they are the bad guys, I guess. So the girls and the boy become magical girls and they stop them. The end. If you are into this type of shit, go ahead. But this thing sickens me. It sickens me more than aching that even thinking about it makes me want to throw up. It is amazing to think that a production team who had this idea and the power of the goddess Minerva came to them and illuminated them that this should be the product to promote their visual novel makes me ask a lot of existential questions like, to who was this aimed for? Why wasn't this a hentai? Really? It seems that this wasn't for me because they failed. This is for the most moronic anime taste I have ever seen so far. Even if it was 16 minutes, those 16 minutes are the most painful 16 minutes I won't get back. But remember kids, we have to support the anime industry in every legal way. If art like this is what I have to consume to make the anime industry to still going strong, then fuck the anime industry. I know this is a 2010 OVA, but either way, ideas like this want to be sold and labeled them anime are things that should be boycotted so anime industries stop doing this moronic type of series. Whew, that was a big rant. Well, so this is everything from my part. I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care in whatever you do. You can give likes, you can check my other videos, you can subscribe, and hope you enjoy. Goodbye, people.